Dear Loneliness, I'm the Coaster Kid, and I just want to say, what exactly do you think you're doing? You just come and creep up into people's lives where they're being perfectly content, sitting in front of the television, watching their very favorite shows in a place where arguably nothing is wrong at all, and then you decide to come barging in and destroy that peace and quiet, turning it into a long period of just devastated tears as they try and get rid of you. Why do you do this, Loneliness? Why do you do this? Why do you come into people's lives and just destroy them? Take my life, for example, Loneliness. Do you remember when you first came into my life? And I don't just mean like a passing glance or the time that we were friends in high school when I sat by myself and thought, yeah, Loneliness, you're kind of a good thing. It's kind of nice to feel that little bit of disconnect from the rest of the world because it puts me a little bit higher than the rest of the people here. No, I'm not talking about all of those times. I'm not talking about the times where I briefly met you as I was going up to the summer camps in the woods or going out on excursions for the first time. I don't mean any of those. I mean when I first really met you. I mean the first night that I was home at my college dorm. You just walked in, just barged down the door and took me when I was just sitting and watching my show. You spun my chair around, stared me dead in the eyes, and then grabbed my shoulders and didn't let go. You were the thing that destroyed that night, and you never really left. You dug into all of those insecurities, all of those little things that I didn't think I really cared about, and you just made them worse. It was like the hole had been started, just a little bit there. And you just came with a frickin' bulldozer and power drill and made sure that that thing went as far down as it possibly could. You came in and destroyed my peace of mind. You made it difficult for me to do anything. And you seemed to hold me back when I wanted to do things that I knew would better myself. When people were right outside my door, for example, when they were out playing games, I did go that one time. I did fight against you, throwing your arm away, punching you in the face as I walked away, not looking back. But the second that I came back into my room, the second I was alone with you again, Loneliness, that was when the reality set in. And I realized that I should probably never go out and try to do things like that again because after all, I was just intruding. Loneliness, you are evil in that you just come into our lives, and not only do you come into our lives, but you stay there and you persist. And it seems like there's nothing that we can do to stop it. We go out, we join clubs, we make friends, we make good, solid connections to so many people. Yet you, Loneliness, come in despite all of that. It seems that with this shield that we've created of so many friends, so many activities, so many things that we can be doing with our lives, how could something ever get through that impenetrable fortress? Well, Loneliness, I gotta hand it to you because you somehow find a way. With some miracle of being, you just managed to run through that barrier full speed ahead and pass through it as if it were paper, as if it were absolutely nothing. And Loneliness, I just want to tell you that I'm sick of it. I've learned your true nature. I know how evil you are. I know how you are not gonna let me go unless I make sure of it. And so, Loneliness, this is what I'm telling you now. You need to leave. I don't care what it takes. I don't care what happens to you. I don't care anymore because I am completely and thoroughly done with you. Our relationship is over. All those things that you've recommended for me, the staying in my room, the not and like going and out and talking to people, all of that, it's over. I have advice from bigger people, better people that have my best interests at heart, my friends, my family, those people that I've met. And even though loneliness, I know you're going to keep coming and you're going to keep tearing things away. I know that you've conspired with the college system to make each semester short, each friendship even shorter, as you can't seem to make them last more than one semester. I know, loneliness, that you have come and you've rigged my life to make it so that making friends will be the most difficult thing possible, as my major system makes it so difficult to have more than one class with someone in a row. Loneliness, you may have put all of these things into place, but I have something that can combat you, something that can come at you and destroy you once and for all, and destroy your influence, and make sure that even if those little last strings that you've put into place stay there, because after all, I can't disturb them without blowing up my entire life, I can still make a way out of loneliness. And that's courage. It's going to take a lot of courage. It's going to take a very strong friendship with courage to get through this. It's going to take such a strong friendship, so much time, where I will have to choose courage over loneliness so many times. But it'll be worth it, because at the end of it, I know that I will be able to look back on my life as a college student, as a human being, and I will be able to look back and I will be able to see all of those choices I've made, all the friends that I make as a result of it, all the good things that I was able to do, the opportunities I was able to pursue because I threw loneliness in the trash and embraced courage. So what do you think of that, loneliness? What do you think of that? I sure hope that when your day comes, you die dead and alone. Goodbye, loneliness.